Have you ever wondered if disabled people can ever walk again on their own? Well, this might not be interesting for you, but for those who lost their legs during car accidents or any other tragedy, exoskeletons will not less than a miracle. Today, we will be talking everything about exoskeletons, their implications, and the current scenario of exoskeletons. Before starting the video, please subscribe to the channel and click on the notification icon so you would get notified when we upload the next video. So first, let's know the basics of exoskeletons. What are exoskeletons? From the basic definition of biology textbooks, you know that exoskeleton is a kind of support that exists outside of a living body, unlike a regular endoskeleton that supports a body from inside. Nowadays, exoskeletons are being developed by scientists as mechanical devices that are attached to a human body for power augmentation or to replace some kind of motor function. Exoskeletons can be used to support body weight, assist with lifting, help maintain loads, or stabilize the user's body. Many exoskeleton systems assist the arms, upper, and lower body. Others are only upper body systems, while some assist the hands with gripping. Exoskeletons will be mainly used to restore or improve people's ability to walk or to lift normal objects. That is the reason exoskeletons are finding broader applications in industries such as construction and warehousing. Who invented the exoskeleton for the first time? The first ever exoskeleton device was named hardships and was invented in the 1960s. However, it wasn't this exciting back in those times because of its heavyweight and bulky volume. But in current days, exoskeletons are much efficient and lightweighted. After then, DARPA was the first company to start the development of exoskeletons in the 21st century. After completing the first phase in 2001 with the collaboration of the University of California, they started the second phase in 2003, which mainly focused on making high-power support system for the upper and lower body. This system worked with the help of a combustion-based driver and was able to support high-intensity and high-speed limb movements. Good thing is that the user can control his exoskeleton naturally and without much hustle. With the help of special packages, exoskeletons can be used as protective outer coverings in harsh weather conditions, fetch and move material in places where vehicles cannot operate, and much more. However, exoskeletons are now being evolved to increase their efficiency for practical and affordable uses. Who will use exoskeletons? Exoskeletons are not only useful for disabled people, but there's a whole range of their applications. You might already have predicted the use of exoskeletons in rehabilitation centers. But to your surprise, they will even be used by young and healthy people. Scientists believe that exoskeletons or exosuits can drastically mitigate the fatigue caused by physical activities like running. Researchers also believe that exoskeletons would make strenuous physical activities much enjoyable and less exhausting. I know this isn't thrilling for you, but for people working the whole day, driving cars, or operating certain machines, robotic exoskeletons will make things a lot easier. The medical industry is also expected to embrace the use of exoskeleton in different medical operations, like surgery, that takes hours to be completed, and surgeons have to stay mentally, as well as physically active for hours. How exoskeletons will work. These surprisingly amazing devices, sometimes referred to as wearable robots, will be completely battery-operated and computerized. They will improve our performance both in terms of speed and efficiency. In a study conducted by Stanford University, it was found that students were able to increase their running efficiency by 15% by wearing customizable lower leg exoskeletons. So far, you might have thought exoskeletons are hard to carry or wear, but the reality is quite different. They come in form of frames that can be strapped around the user's ankles and shins along with a carbon fiber bar placed in the shoe soles of the user. Ultimately, the goal of these exoskeletons is to reduce the need for energy that is used to force the muscle fibers to move. This also increased their performance in terms of speed by 40% during walking. This feature of the exoskeleton will encourage people to walk more and use their cars less frequently. Think for a moment, if you were able to walk to your office without getting tired, would you hesitate to go on foot? Probably no. So exoskeletons are just convenient, but also useful inventions. What's more surprising is their energy efficiency. The exoskeleton can collect the mechanical energy created by a user's leg muscles and transfer it to the generator, which is then converted into energy. Frankly speaking, this is the energy most of the phones need to get fully charged. Current scenario of exoskeletons. It is not surprising to see that big companies and organizations like GM, NASA, and Toyota are already working on the development of exoskeletons, as they're not just expected to be used for automation, but also for the augmentation of human power in many working areas. According to recent estimates, the revenue of the exoskeleton industry will reach up to $5.8 billion by 2028. As more and more people are realizing the benefits of exoskeletons, there is an increasing demand for these robotic exoskeletons across the globe. However, none of these exoskeletons are yet available outside the research labs. Gregory Sawicki, Director of Human Physiology of Wearable Robotics Lab at Georgia Tech University in Atlanta, believes that exoskeletons invented for the purpose of jogging and other physical activities will be available for commercial use within the next 10 years. There are some challenges in the commercialization of these exoskeletons, like the cost and labor needed to manufacture them. Also, scientists are concerned about the impact of exoskeletons on human health, as they can diminish the health benefits that we usually get from exercising. However, in the construction industry, there will be more need for exoskeletons than any other equipment, as exoskeletons can reduce the risk of injury and perform a labor's performance. Another challenge with the use of exoskeletons is that they need to be portable with a passive power supply. To the present day, most of the robotic exoskeletons are directly powered or are operated at expensive electric batteries. Combined with other expenses, a single exoskeleton can cost up to $80,000 and at least $30,000. Big organizations like NASA can afford such costly units for their crew, but these exoskeletons might not be affordable for common use. So people may not enjoy the jogging benefits of exoskeletons that sooner. Other companies that are currently involved in the development and commercialization of exoskeletons include Honda, SUDEX, Rewalk Robotics, and Lockheed Martin Corporation. Also, exoskeletons have limited movement and can be awkward to wear, as the straps produce friction when used regularly. Observing these challenges in the development of exoskeletons, there are companies that are coming up with advanced robotics using soft and comfortable materials. But again, it will take years to get us soft and affordable exoskeletons. This was all about exoskeletons. Let us know in the comment section what excites you about exoskeletons, and why would you prefer to go with or without them. Thanks for watching.